God, why? That's me questioning God today, guys, going through, waking up this morning. And can you believe he answered me? He took me to page 46. I got to the God tree at 46 minutes past the hour. I went to page 46, and he started telling me about patience, guys. And it was something that showed up in my meditation books. Love is patient. In the Apostle Paul's long list of characteristics of Christian love, the very first one is patience. This is the ability to endure adversity calmly, not becoming upset when waiting a long time or dealing with difficult people or problems. And that was his answer to me. He's teaching me this patience, guys. And so how he showed up and what God has, like this little funny sense of humor, I want you guys to learn is I'm having a fight with my son, Emmy, and he's calling me bro. And I'm like, I'm not your bro, I'm your mom. And you talk to me like I'm your mom. And so that bro showed up where it was an appointment with God. I read that about how to deal with difficult people and problems with patience. And my son comes and grabs my phone and he goes to YouTube. And 5 minutes later, after reading that thing about patience, of all the YouTube videos in the world, guys, Amy started playing one from this guy. And he said, I'm telling you, it's all about patience, bro. And that bro showing up there today after my little fight with my son Emmy yesterday, was it just a little God wink? It's all about patience, bro. God having some fun with me. And I want you guys to learn his voice and know when he's speaking to you. You know, that he will be with you no matter what you're going through. But you have to know his voice and you have to learn where he's directing you. Like this patience thing, I'm like, okay, God, I'm your soldier. If you want me to be patient, I'm going to be patient. Yes, boss. Because it was a conversation with somebody yesterday again where I just talked about I'm going to be obedient to God because everything that God is doing for me is like, wow. Like my son, Joshua, he got injured in his eye. And I'm like, wow, God, the things that we take for granted. The next morning he woke up and he's feeling fine. So I say, God, for everything you're doing for me over here, if you ask me to do some things and tolerate some things and put up with some things and go through some stuff patiently, I say, God, no problem. I'm your girl. I will do it for you. And so that anything God asks of me, guys, I say, no problem, God. I'm your girl. And that's where I want us, you know, with God, learning his voice, learning where he's directing us on a moment-by-moment basis, and just wearing his loving character with us and taking him wherever we go. And just knowing what is it that he would have us to do takes time to develop this relationship with him. So me running out to that God tree and feeling some glimmer of him just gives me the courage to take on my life with joy. I listen to my brother Carrie's messages on the way there. Or I listen to the old Nikki and what she has to say and just remind myself that I'm not going through life alone, that God is there. But I also want to tap into his wisdom for my life. And he just reminded me that he's calling me to be this wise woman right now. Wise and calm and loving. I called the hubby. We prayed together. I said, hubby, we're just praying for strength. Thanking God for his guidance in our lives and everything that he's doing for us. My hubby's like, I tell him his tongue is like a razor. He says some things to me. But I just learned that's a part of what God has been teaching me, just to overlook. You know, nobody's perfect, guys. We just have to keep loving, keep forgiving, and the same kindness that God gives to us and compassion and the patience he has in dealing with us, we got to show it to other people, guys. Okay, nobody is perfect, and that's the message I want you guys to know, that we all mess up, we all fall short of the glory of God, but we can be a little bit more compassionate with each other, more loving, more forgiving. You know, I said, honey, this wife is with you forever and ever. That vow I made before God, I'm sticking with it all the way to the end. And that's where I want us all, especially in our homes. That was the message from God today, to fight for our families, guys. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep being patient. Whatever we got to do, we're going to just do it. All for the glory of God, guys. Keep loving, keep forgiving, keep trusting God all the way to the end. He's going to carry us through. Have your appointments with God. Know what it is that he would have you to do moment by moment. He doesn't lead us wrong. He leads us down the path of the best lives. Even when we go through rough patches, they're the path that will get us to the best path. The rough path sometimes we have to go through to get to the best path. Okay? So don't miss out, guys, on this life with God. Get to know God better every day, every day, every day. Have your appointments with Him. Okay? Peace.